Well, it's time to talk about the law and the news with WATE 6 on your side legal analyst Greg Issacs. Greg, as always, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you very much. So today, Krista Gale Pike, you know the name. If you've been around East Tennessee long enough, you sure do. The only woman on Tennessee's death row. And she wants the state's highest court to block the setting of an execution date. So Greg, our question to you today, explain this request. How does the argument about her childhood trauma and mental illness figure in here, and do you think she has a shot at winning?
Well, Summer, Krista Gale Pike was involved in one of Knox County's most notorious murders. It was the Job Corps killing. The Job Corps program was a program for troubled youth. She, along with 3 other people, lured one of the other participants. That person, Colleen Slimmer, was stabbed, bludgeoned. Pike took a box cutter, carved a pentagram in her chest, kept a piece of her skull as a souvenir, and since 1996, she was given a sentence of death, convicted by a jury here in Knox County.
Okay.
So now the lawyers are scrambling, and what they're doing is making a very rare move and asking the Tennessee Supreme Court to file a certificate of commutation, which would, if granted, go to the governor and would abate the sentence of death. And it's interesting, in some of these appeals, the Sixth Circuit noted that it's our evolving society and standards of decency make them wonder why an 18-year-old was given the death penalty when one of the 17-year-old co-defendants was not, because they were too young. So that's why a lot of human rights groups are in this. They're also raising her mental health. And what else is fascinating when you look at her case? If she's executed, she would be the only female since 1819 to be executed in the state of Tennessee. Since 1976, 200 women have been convicted or pled guilty of first-degree murder. She is the only one that received a sentence of death. But one thing, when this goes to the governor's desk, that doesn't bode well for Ms. Pike. She's not been a model prisoner. In 2006, she was convicted of attempted first-degree murder for trying to kill her cellmate with her shoestring.
Wow, unique situation here. So do you think there are all these allegations that as a child she was brain damaged before she was even born, that her mother was an alcoholic, a lot of what they're calling mental trauma? How do you think that plays in?
Well, unfortunately for Krista Pike, when you get to this level in a death penalty case and you've exhausted all of your appeals, your state appeals, federal appeals, those type of mental responsibility issues are typically raised at trial. What you see in capital litigation is if you are too mentally incompetent or insane to be executed, that's often considered by the courts. But you know, it's really when you look at the numbers of how ironic it is for an 18-year-old that committed the same crime as a 17-year-old receive a sentence of death, and also the disparity with women. So, you know, I think there's enough for the Supreme Court to possibly grant a certificate of commutation, but Governor Lee would have a tough decision to make to let one of Tennessee's most notorious criminals off the death penalty.
All right, Greg, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Summer.
And if you've got a legal question, send it to Greg. Send it Greg's way. We're going to see if we can clear it up for you. Email askissacs@wate.com. And remember, we bring Greg on every Wednesday at 5:30.